Hi friends, welcome back to the continuation video of the most powerful house, that is the 11th house. So as I said last time, today we are going to discuss about like when 11th lord is placed in different houses. Okay, what happens when the 11th lord goes into different houses in the chart. Okay, so friends, before we get into the details, I would like to tell the same thing. Like first thing is 11th lord. When we see that, what is the condition of the planet? It should not be in a nature condition, okay, or it should not be there in the enemy sign. However, like when it is placed in the 11th house, those things doesn't matter. Like, but when it is placed in other houses, so just we need to see once that it is not placed in any of these debilitation signs or enemy signs or weak condition. Okay, weak condition I mean here is a degree wise a very weak condition may show that the planet may not be able to give the desired result. Okay, so let's find out from each house. So let's discuss like when the 11th lord goes into the first house of the chart. Okay, so first house is the lagna house. It is the self, it is like it is the person itself only. So when the house of the 11th lord or house of lord of the house of gains goes to the lagna itself only, then it shows that the person is, first thing is, the person is very lucky. Okay, he is born with the blessings that he will have lifelong gains actually. Okay, because the life the lord of the 11th house is directly going into the first house, which create a very auspicious yoga. The person himself or the herself will have a lot of blessings, blessed person. That is why the 11th lord is placed in the first house itself. The person will have lifelong gains from this house. So what all the things that we can expect when 11th lord goes into the first house? It says that strong desire fulfillment, person earns through self efforts and personal network, gain enhances personality and social status, many fields and supporters. Yes, because all these outcomes will be based on you only, yourself, because the person himself, the 11th lord has gone to the lagna. So that is why the results, everything will be for the person. That is why it says that personal effort or personal work. Okay, he will be known with his own personality. That is why it says that the person will be famous or will have a lot of the network will be very high. Like it, he or she'll have many friends. Okay, so as I told, these this can go with the fan following also. So this is very auspicious. So let's find out when 11th lord goes into the second house of the chart. Okay, second house. So this is itself a dhan yoga. As I explained in my wealth like yogas only, this is one of the most powerful wealth yogas. Whenever any a lot of the houses of wealth houses exchange the places or so, here the 11th house has come to second house. Okay, so person will be, the first point comes here is the person will be wealthy. Okay, wealth accumulation through family support. Yes, family will be supporting the person, because the family will have gains from the family. The person will have gains through the family, because that is why, unless and the family supports the person, he or she will not be able to gain the desired result. That is why the full support from the family. Okay, so earning through speech, knowledge, or family business. Okay, because this house is known as the house of speech. Okay, earning through speech. Okay, knowledge of family business. Okay, if the person may have a family business which runs through generations, so that person can earn through that also family business or this one. And this is one more thing is strong financial gains and material comfort. Yes, of course, as the person is rich, so the person will be blessed with strong financial gains throughout the life, and this is material comfort. Okay, fulfillment of desire related to wealth, because one of the wealth house lord is coming to the wealth house, and this is particularly known as the house of stored wealth. Okay, so that is why it is known as the fulfillment of desire related to wealth. So wealth related, the person will have desires that will be coming to when the 11th lord is going to the second house. So let's find out when 11th lord is going to the third house. It says that gain through courage, skills, and efforts, because anything which is represented by the third house, those things will come here. So the person will gain through courage, skills, and efforts. Okay, friends, this third third house is famous for communication skills also. That is why when 11th lord is going into the house of communications, the person will have courage, the person will have very good communication skills, excellent communication skills. Okay, in all language times you will see that people will have mastery over many languages. Okay, these kind of, it shows that this kind of person will have correct grip on all these languages, so that person will be expert. Okay, success in communication, marketing, writing or media, because this is a line of social media also. So if by any chance Mercury and Venus is also placed over here, okay, so that also very clearly shows that mass communication, that is what is known as the house of communication or media also. Okay, and benefit through siblings. Okay, the person is having brother or sister, they can gain from the mother and their sister, complete support will be there. Okay, many short journeys to bring gains. Okay, yes, the person will be traveling to different places because third house is the house of travel also, so the person will travel and gain. So when fourth when 11th lord goes into the fourth house, this is one of the best houses. Okay, so this is a house of comfort, the house of luxury, and the house of motherland also. So that is why what all happens, it says that gain through property, vehicles and real estate. Yes, this house is considered for real estate also. That is why it's known as gain through property, vehicles and real estate. The person will have multiple house or multiple land property, and maybe it is possible that he will be dealing with lands and such kind of dealings only. That is why he or she will be having a lot of gain on that. Support from a mother and family, because fourth house is the house of mother, so that is why it'll be a lot of support from the mother, or mother will be the relationship with the mother will be very nice, and that will be related to gains only. Okay, mother would be interested to invest for the son or the daughter. That's the kind of thing which comes here. Okay, desire related to luxury and comfort are fulfilled. Anything which is the person can wish for a large a very good property, or a very huge house, wealth and everything, or cars, luxury cars and all that all these things will come true when 11th lord is going to fourth house. Okay, so now the 11th lord is going into the fifth house. It says that gain through intelligence, creativity and speculations. This is a house of uncertain gains, so the person can get a lot of money from share market. But friends, I must caution this thing, like the only gains may not be there that times. If share market or anywhere where fast money is there, then there is a possibility that the person may lose sometime also. So that needs to be there with the person. But anytime when we are looking at this thing, so it says that speculation, success in education, teaching or consulting, people who are into teaching career. Okay, and we can say that teaching career, or they are consulting or into investments. Okay, there'll be gain from that also. Beneficial for children and brings pride. Yes, so children will be very the person will have very nice children who will will bring very good name to the father or the mother. So that is why it says that beneficial for children brings with the pride and desires fulfilled through past life blessings. Yes, this is of course, as I told, fifth house is the house of our past deeds. So whenever this any 11th lord is particularly coming into fifth house, it clearly shows very good karma, which ultimately help the native to gain success from any fifth house related all these things. Okay, so when 11th lord is going to sixth house, this is a bit tricky. Okay, here, because it's a house of the lord is very good, but this house is not considered good in Vedic astrology, as I told you. Gains through, but if 11th lord is placed over here, there can be some gains. The gains kind of competitive service and hard work. Okay, the person will be hardworking, he can have gains from competitive exams, he'll get success over enemies and rivals. Okay, he'll be able to overcome all the obstacles including enemies also, and helpful for jobs and administrative laws. Okay, so anything which is related to government job and all that, the person can have gains related to that. Okay, consistent effort being study gains. Okay, because the person will have courage and he'll have strength, because this is also a house of courage and strength. So the person will be blessed with those qualities to go and win the win this every situation. So that is why it's very nice to have 11th lord in sixth house. 11th house goes to seventh house, so this is of course a house of marriage. Okay, the partnership, so gain through partnership, spouse or business alliance. Okay, the spouse may have a huge income, which ultimately helps the native also. So that is why it is a house of this is a house of marriage. Okay, this is a house of partnership, public dealings, foreign connections, and brings a benefit. Okay, marriage brings financial or social gains. Yes, marriage plays a very important role. Whenever 11th lord is in 7th house, it clearly shows that the person will be prospering post marriage, even though the person may have a lot of already he may be she may be having a lot of things, but still after marriage there will be a lot of prosperity, strong desire to for luxury and comfort. Yes, the person will be spending a lot on comfort and luxury. That is why it's very good position when 11th lord is placed in the 7th house. Okay, 11th lord goes into the 8th house. This is a house which will again aspect to the second house. So this many times shows that a lot of inheritance and a lot of stored property. Okay, so gains through inheritance, as I told, hidden sources and research, fluctuation in gains and sudden financial changes. Yes, that will happen. It can be result in losses also, so it cannot be profit. Interest in occult insurance or mystery fields. Okay, so occult science, that is known as. So desire unusual but can be fulfilled after struggle. Okay, because this is out of obstacles and struggle also. That is why the person will get success post struggle. Okay, 11th lord code is in the 9th house, so it's very powerful. Okay, gain through luck, okay, mentors and divine blessings, success in higher education and religional law, fulfills long-term desires, life goals, and good fortune and respect from society. Because obviously one of the house of best house lord goes into one of the auspicious houses, that is known as the 9th house. So it have it has a lot of gains out of that. Okay, and if there is any chance that planet is exalted, means these things will double. So this is a very excellent yoga, which is when 11th lord goes into the 9th house. So 11th lord goes into the 10th house, that is a krama bhava. So here gains through protection and authority, high position, recognition in the society, success in leadership and entrepreneurship, strong ambition and fulfillment of goals. Why? Because when it goes to the house of karma, the karma the person will be very very good in work field. Okay, professional field. That is why it says that reputation, recognition, everything is gained when 11th lord is going to the 10th house. This is very powerful. Okay, so that is why the person will have power, authority, and every all such things with that person. Okay, strong ambition and fulfillment of the goals is also seen whenever 11th lord is going to 10th house. This is excellent yoga actually. Okay, so 11th lord house in the 11th house, this is own house. Okay, so that is why it's a strong position for gains and desires, all round success. Yes, because desire, house of desire, a lot of desires is sitting in his own house. So that is why all round success and fulfillment of wishes, large network influence and society. Yes, influential person will be influenced. Yes, brings happiness, wealth, and stability. Yes, of course it will be there, because 11th house lord is in its own house, so the person house is getting stronger. So that is why all the results which is there, that is going to come. 11th lord in 12th house, the person will have lifelong gains. Okay, even though expenditure will be there, the lifelong gains will be there. Gains through foreign land, spiritual, charity, work, and desires. Maybe they to defer to spend on luxuries. Yes, 12th house is loss of luxury. So luxury loss through friends and affiliated. Yeah, losses also can be seen, because as I told, expenses is any kind of thing which we have not intended for. Okay, so interest in moksha and detachment, yes, that will be there, and that can get fulfilled provided the planets support the sea. Okay, so that is what, friends, like 11th lord, when it is placed in any houses, that's how it shows. But as I told, 11th lord is one of the most powerful houses, or 11th house, so that's very important. So anytime if you see that you have 11th lord dasha which is coming, and the planet is also well placed, there is a there is most chances are there that your desires are going to get fulfilled. Okay, so that's what I have told about the 11th house and the 11th lord, my dear friends. So I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please like, and you can share with others. And you have any doubt, you can put in the comments, and you can do subscribe to the channel, which will motivate to make more interesting videos. My videos will be completely informative, so you will get a lot of knowledge from the videos. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, friends. Bye bye.